Hello everybody, Skyrain here, back again with another Diablo Immortal video. Alright, I know there's been a lot of requests for builds. I'm going to get to those gradually here, and I'm going to start with one right now. This is the easiest out of the set. This is easiest out of the set as far as all the builds to pick from. And I'm going to probably just break these down into each build, each situational build, I suppose, per video. That way they don't go on for too long. I'm not going to have to worry about doing too many timestamps, etc., etc. So in this case, we're just going to cover this one right now. It's the easiest one. It's the raid build. The one build that I use for raids is pretty much the standard quo from before. Not too much has changed, but in my case, free to play, of course, etc. I run with the silver lining still for the helmet. Go ahead and pop this out of the way. There we go. Black hole devours power enemies, increasing the damage you deal whenever you use black hole. So that's why you want to run with the chaos rupture offhand, because it synergizes quite well with that helmet. Chaos rupture in itself hits very hard. It's a delay bomb, but still it hits really hard. You just got to know how to play it, when to place it, and it works very well. It has 2 charges, which keeps the uptime of the buff you're getting from silver lining up pretty consistently, pretty constant. So you're getting that damage increase of 28.5%. Yeah, so that's what you want for your offhand there. Those 2 synergize well together. Rampant and inscrutable. This one you can kind of take it or leave it, however you feel. This one does seem to do better overall, though, for single targets, of course, so that's why I'm still running with it. Lightning Nova now conjures a lightning orb that orbits around you, firing lightning bolts whenever you use your primary attack. So there is that one. That also synergizes with Old Rustic here in the other main hand piece, which Lightning Nova increases your primary attack speed by 30% for 4.8 seconds. So yeah, those 2 synergize together very well. And I prefer using Magic Missile, so for more damage for single target than the other. Scroll up. Come on. There we go. Magic Missile now explodes with the Volatile Orbiter here offhand, or main hand, dealing X amount of damage, whatever your resonance, whatever your mastery is. It's good to do whatever there. But every 3 hits, it explodes. So it's guaranteed. Every 3 hits, you're getting that extra bit of damage with Magic Missile. And the damage also is increased by 90% here on this piece. So there's that. Let's see, we covered most of the... Okay, now shoulders. Crystalline Shadow for the armor break that follows you around. It makes it way better than the other one. The bubble. The bubble worked very well. No, don't get me wrong, but it's stationary, and this one helps you. If your target moves a lot, it helps move with you and stay on the target. It does the armor break very well. And then, of course, you synergize that with the pants of the Hasten Oblivion to, as long as you're hitting something, you're going to reduce the cooldown and disintegrate, so you can give yourself almost 100% uptime of the armor break disintegrate beam. So these 2 go hand in hand with each other very well. And the last piece here is the Hailstone offhand, which gives you that ice armor, 6 charges of damage immunity. It's just basically a wizard oh shit button, and it helps especially more so than ever the last boss in the Inferno 6 raids, flower moth boss. So yeah, it works very well there. You just got to know when to time it. It does work in the other ones too before as well. They have the laser beams that kind of go around, and sometimes the damage doesn't always match the animation, so you'll be getting hit with those in between the beams, or it looks like for what you see is in between the beams, but then the server desync that you might have in that particular load-in with that boss, it registers off, and it really sucks when that happens. It doesn't happen all the time, but you can definitely know when it does. But it does happen frequently enough, and it's irritating as hell sometimes. So this one helps kind of take the edge off of that instance as well a little bit, but not all the time. But at least it's there for, you know, an extra bit of cushion. So that's what that one's for. Now, as far as set pieces go, currently, unfortunately, I don't have the ideal maximum combat rating crafted for here. So I'm wearing the highest combat rating pieces that I have crafted currently, which is 4 pieces of grace. Well, actually, that's an old one too. I need to replace this one, but I had to keep the set bonus. Yeah, the highest combat rating. There it is. 1742 is the highest combat rating for a 2-stat in Inferno 6. So I'm currently running with 4-piece grace, which I would be anyway. And I got actually 4-piece agment on this one, which isn't as ideal as what I would normally be running would be 2 pieces at least of Vithus. And honestly, 4 pieces of Vithus might not be bad in this case with 4 pieces of grace. But I usually run 4 pieces of grace, 2 pieces of Vithus, and 2 pieces of Banquet. So take your pick as far as that goes. The set pieces don't necessarily honestly matter all that much. I'm still getting a fair amount of damage output on this one, and a lot of times I'll still get like the bonus chests for doing the most contribution, etc. thing towards these raids with this setup even, which is kind of funny, but it is what it is. So that's what I usually run here. Oh, I did notice this. I gotta change this. Although I might leave it. I don't know. Since I got the Angmet set on, I'm running with more dots. I didn't even realize this is mostly my PvP gems with Viper Bite and Everlasting Torment. Usually I have Mother's Lament and Berserker's Eye in here. I forgot to switch these back since I overrid my save the last time. That's funny as hell. Oh well, hey, it works still nonetheless, so whatever. Again, it's not that big of a deal because it's PvE. But the key component, like I said, in the last fight, the last boss in Inferno 6 is going to be Hailstone for sure. So, anyway. Yeah. So, there you go. I just wanted to cover that really quickly for a raid build and so on and so forth. Let me know what you think. Let me in the comments down below, of course. And what you possibly run on Wizard in the raids and etc. etc. If this works out for you, cool. And not much has changed since the update, really. Maybe Crystalline Shadow wasn't there for the last time I did a raid build video. I'm not sure. But like I said, trying to keep these short. This one's already gone on longer than I thought it was going to. So here we go. This is a raid build. I'm putting this out there for you guys. I'll get around to the PvP ones. And my God, there's going to be a lot of variants and a lot of things that you're probably going to want to swap out and do differently. It's highly situational when it comes to those. Extremely situational. So, anyway. Until next time, everybody, take care of yourselves. Stay safe out there in the real world on fire. Take things one day at a time. Best you can. That's all we can do. Until next time, see ya.